My favorite answer to everything in life is I don't know. Hey, Kasim, where's the? Oh, I don't know. How do we? I don't know. When's the? I don't know. I don't know, but I know who does. And in the world of AI, what's interesting is people become more important, not less, because AI scales everything to an exponential level. The upward trending leg of the K are the peak performers. Those are the top 20% of the Pareto distribution. That's where all the work's going to go. Those are the smart people, industrious people, proactive people, people that actually know what the hell they're doing.
Yo, it's Frankie Finn. Beach mode engaged. Looms loaded, AI's humming. Let's go!
What is up, all my beautiful agency degenerate motherfuckers out there? You guys are good looking. You have requested this man to be back because last time he came on here, Kasim Aslam shared really his whole hiring playbook. You were very open and transparent about it, and this is for like getting top tier talent. You like South America in particular, but really your formulas and your strategies would really work anywhere, including domestic. This is not a foreign labor market dependent kind of thing. It's really just super sound hiring principles. But I wonder if you could share for folks who are new to you, tell us about the old new book here called The Hire Book, or at least that's what the URL is.
Yeah, so
Check it
the
out.
URL is thehirebook.com. The book is called Hire, and you can have it for free. It's a free, literally everything, dude. I've got checklists, worksheets, downloads, templates, a workbook. Uh, I want my name, my Frankie, my selfish endeavor here is I want my name to be synonymous with the word hire. I want when a human being tells another human being, "Oh, I need to hire somebody," I want everybody to be like, "Oh God, you go to go Costum's book." It's not only is it free, there's no ascension. There's nowhere to go. I don't have a course. I don't have a mastermind on hiring. I don't have any of that. Like I
I
just
just say that
want,
hurts my feelings as a marketer. You need some shit on the back
I
end
know.
that ideally ends in a 7 because we're marketers here.
Yeah. No, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. I mean, I have a recruiting agency, but somebody who's actually going to benefit from the book isn't going to use my recruiting agency because I'm showing them how to do it. This is the exact model we use at our recruiting agency. It takes 1,000 applicants to produce one executive assistant at Pareto Talent. And it's because I think I have the best hiring funnel in the world. This is 20 years. This is my life's work. And so I put it all in a book. And my very strong opinion is the only skill that matters from an entrepreneurial perspective is talent. You can be bad at everything. I am. I'm bad at everything. But if you're good at
Yeah, can
talent,
we actually
both
just share a little
acquired,
bit? Because, like, for folks who don't know you, you have an 8-figure exit for one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Google Ads agencies in the world, and you've never ran a fucking Google ad. Like, I think that's an important detail that folks should know,
yeah.
right?
Well, dude, it doesn't stop there. I built the number one ranked Google Ads agency in the world. I've never run Google Ads in my life. I had the highest performing real estate investment campaign on the planet for 7 years before I was a real estate investor or knew anything about lead generation. I own the largest Montessori community on the planet. I'm not a trained Montessorian, nor am I a Montessori school owner. I have one of the top recruiting agencies in Latin America. I don't speak Spanish. I own AEO.co and have more data on answer engine optimization than anybody in the world. I don't know how to do answer engine optimization, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. My thesis is this: there's not an industry I can't conquer as long as I can find the right people. And that's always been true for me. Dude, I'm not good at business. I'm not good at HR. I'm not good at finance. I'm not good at marketing. I'm not good at operations. I'm not good at customer service. I'm not good at anything, Frankie, but
Can
talent
I just
acquisition.
give you an Office Space reference and have the Bobs go, what would you say you do around here?
That's so funny because it's so true. Dude, that's my new thing is I don't want to be on the org chart. My favorite answer to everything in life is I don't know. Hey, Kasim, where's the? Oh, I don't know. How do we? I don't know. When's the? I don't know. I don't know, but I know who does. And as a business owner or an entrepreneur, my strong recommendation to you is to get really good at talent. Because if you are doing anything in your business, that's actually a fail point. That's a risk to you. You don't own a business until the business can run without you. You know, it's like if you had a car and the car worked absolutely perfectly, but you had to roll yourself up on a little ball and be one of the four tires for that car to go anywhere, you don't really have a car, do you? You
Yeah.
know, like as long as you're as long as you're a part of the mechanism, that mechanism owns you. You don't own the mechanism. So hiring is, I think, the most important skill set an entrepreneur can cultivate by far, by a billion, trillion, zillion miles. And I'm not the only one that says that, incidentally. Buffett, Dalio, Jobs, like Ford, all the greatest
Yeah.
entrepreneurs,
Can I just
Elon
say
Musk.
for people in our world that are not at like Warren Buffett status, like he's not just talking about the 375K per year starting salary Google employee. He's talking about the $3 an hour virtual assistant in the Philippines too that would help you to do your thing. But if you know how to find the absolute best $3 an hour virtual assistant that you can possibly find, or $5 or $10 an hour, the amount doesn't matter. But it's not just in the giant mega corporation sense. I want to say, like, everything you're saying is just as true for tiny little agencies like you that are just trying to get some back end help.
Oh, dude, it's more true because large organizations can afford to absorb inefficiency. Small business has zero room for inefficiency. Inefficiency is deadly to a small business. And in the world of AI, what's interesting is people become more important, not less, because AI scales everything to an exponential level. So if you have a bad graphic designer, let's say you have a bad graphic designer in a pre-AI world. A bad graphic designer is actually helpful to have at some agencies because you get overwhelmed, you have too many requests, the clients are coming after you. So you have your two really good graphic designers, they're all booked up, and you take your bad graphic designer, and you're like, Jerry, just pump some shit out. And he gives you a D minus, but it's not a failing report card, right? He gives you a D minus product and you ship that, and it's okay for that instance because you just needed something done. In a post AI world, you take Jerry's bad graphic design and then you scale it to the moon and you make Jerry a nuclear weapon. And Bill Gates has a great quote. He says that automation applied to an inefficient system just scales the inefficiency. That's what AI does.
Yeah.
You can't afford D players. To be honest with you, you can't afford C or B players either. You need the best humans on the planet because everything that they produce is going to be scaled exponentially. And it changes the arithmetic. The arithmetic now is pay as much as you can possibly afford to pay, find the absolute best person in the whole wide world, because we're living in a dominance hierarchy where it used to be 20% of the businesses or 20% of the people got 80% of the work, and then 80% of the businesses shared the remainder.
Yeah.
The new world is going to be 20% of the businesses are in business, and that's it. 80% of Sean Putty with My First Million talked about the K-shaped economy. The K-shaped economy, if you think about the letter K in your mind and then you put it on a graph, the base of the K is now. It's the line in the sand. It's the time. It's pre-AI and post-AI. The upward trending leg of the K are the peak performers. Those are the top 20% of the Pareto distribution. That's where all the work's going to go. Those are the smart people, industrious people, proactive people, people that actually know what the hell they're doing. The bottom, the lower, the downtrending leg of the K is 80% of people. They do nothing. They fall to absolute zero in a post AI world. We're talking universal basic income, stay at home
Yeah.
to watch Netflix. You are worthless to the productive endeavor. Not worthless as a person. Jesus loves you and you're going to heaven. But you don't matter because there's no such thing as utility players. There's no such thing as a sixth man. There's no such thing as I need mortar to the bricks because AI fills in all that. Are people still important? Yes, immensely, but for a different reason in a different way. And you have to have the best people. You have no choice. If you don't want to be obsolete, we're looking at the biggest labor collapse in human history, and agencies are right smack dab in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some agencies. This is the most ripe opportunity I've ever seen in my entrepreneurial life. I'm so excited, Frankie. I can't stop starting businesses. It's actually a problem because I know how to capitalize on this.
You and me
But
got
most
the
people
same
don't.
problem, my friend.
Yeah. This is, dude, the way to
Yeah.
survive it isn't to go learn AI better than other people. If you think that you misunderstand the endeavor that is AI, the way to survive is to go get better people. So
Yeah.
that's why I wrote the book. And the book is free. I'm not asking anybody for anything. Go fill out the form, download the book. It's everything that I've ever used to produce, I think, some of the best companies in every industry that I've ever been in.
Yeah. Yeah, and to your point, like I was kind of thinking about this because I had this conversation with Jeff Hunter, and he was talking about he built a virtual assistant agency, and then AI came out, and a lot of what they were doing is like content and customer service, and like AI does all those things better. And so he had a moment of panic going. I think for him it was like 200 or 300 employees. Am I going to have to fire them all? I'm going to have to let them all go. And he came to the realization that if he taught his people that were using these basic processes to upgrade themselves by using AI, that they would actually become more valuable, not less. And so I look at it like if you start with good people and with good processes and things that have worked, and then you scale them with AI, you're essentially giving your best employees like a team of 10 people under them to go help execute. And none of those, by the way, employees talk back or ask questions or need a day off or take sick leave and can run continuously, autonomously in the background. And because of it, like the gap between high end talent and low end talent to me is going to substantially expand, because it's like instead of it being like an 80-20, it's going to more be like a 99-1. And I would experience kind of the Pareto of the Pareto when I would meet like a bunch of attorneys in our industry, and only 20%, like if I took 100 of them and put them in a room, only 20% of them would actually advertise continuously. And so like those are the people that actually make for your best clients. But there's always one guy out of 100 that outspent the entire room. And in terms of like talent and execution, if somebody's already a great player, they already have sharp processes. Like let's say you mentioned Google Ads, you have somebody who knows how to buy media, they know how to write cool ads, they know how to write killer landing pages, and then you give them AI agents to make those pages faster, to create more winning ads, to analyze the data even faster, to spit out which negative keywords. Like they're just only going to get to those results even faster and be more valuable in the marketplace. And I really look at this, you know, this is probably a deeper level philosophy than what we're getting into today. But if you're in a position where you're directing the AI, in other words, you're commanding it and you understand the process with which it's going to execute, you just became immensely more valuable to the marketplace. If you're in a situation where you're being told what to do, AI is going to fucking replace you. It's only a matter of time, because it can do it better, faster, cheaper, and you have your value input in terms of, you know, the age old hot water tank, $99 knowing where to hit it. You don't have any of that. You just have the $1 execution of swing the hammer. And so to me, it's like it's almost like a steroid effect. And like you, I'm trying more simultaneous things in business than I ever have in my life, simply because I now have a team of 100 people who can help me execute in the background of sort of like virtual digital things. And each of my employees is also supercharged with those things. And because I have good people and good process, maybe not to your level because I'm not that cool, but nonetheless, I have, you know, my own kind of processes for good people. Like they're all getting supercharged, and it's making this Pareto effect even more exponential, right? It's like, you know, like for example, take content. Most people are going to do the laziest, give me the laziest video, article, whatever, and it's not going to be that interesting. But if you have a good process for making interesting hooks and viral content, you understand the research process, you know how to speak your market's language, and then you fucking supercharge all of that with AI, you're going to make more shit, you're going to make better shit, you're going to do it faster, you're going to stand out quicker, and like you just amplified your reach times 10,000. So I don't know if that ties into what you're saying, but we should probably tell folks where to get the book.
Yeah, you can go to thehirebook.com. The book is yours for free. I'd love to know what you think. Frankie, I appreciate you putting me on your platform as always.
Yeah.
You're the man, dude.
Use this shit, guys, because I'm telling you, it took me a good 8 years to really even feel like I had any semblance over hiring. And he lays it out in way better detail than I could. You can get up to speed in like 2-3 hours about how to do this. And I'm telling you, the number of bad hires and wasted money and all of those things that you're going to eliminate by just following this playbook. It's like, you know, you can almost tell, like, you know, I had this conversation with Sam Carlson, when somebody knows what they're talking about, because you both independently kind of had to struggle through it in your own way and come to the same kind of conclusion. So I'm sure there were lots of bad hires in there. Anyways, let's put some links to the books, and we appreciate you coming on here and sharing some cool stuff with our folks, Kasim.
Thanks, Frankie. Appreciate you. Thanks, everybody.
Buy my book, or I will reprogram your smart fridge to only give you pizza with pineapple on it.